Once we've decided on the boundaries of the social-ecological system, we are next going to identify the factors that currently affect how that system functions. To start, it is useful to brainstorm all the ideas that come to mind on why the social-ecological system currently behaves like it does. A factor may come in many different guises. Firstly, it may be related to the natural environment, such as lack of rainfall, or related to the built environment, such as large beef ranches. Secondly, a factor may be related to attitudes, knowledge, beliefs and values of people. For instance, tensions between local communities or fear of change. Thirdly, a factor may concern key interactions between people in the system. For instance, the lobbying of a firm on local government policy. Next, try to consider if the factor is an enabler or an inhibitor. Enablers support the social-ecological system working as you would like. For instance, high recognition that change is necessary, while inhibitors prevent the social-ecological system working as you would like. For instance, high fertilizer runoff into local water systems. Once we are satisfied that we have identified all the major enablers and inhibitors, we are going to seek to connect these factors together. How does one factor relate and influence another factor within the social-ecological system? Start by picking what you believe may be a central factor and ask what has caused this to happen. It's often useful to start with what we observe. For instance, you may observe soil subsidence of agricultural fields. You ask what has caused this and find the factor peat soil drying out. You can then ask what is the consequence of soil subsidence. For example, you consider that soil subsidence causes greenhouse gas release and also a higher water table. This can then be repeated until we believe to have captured a basic understanding of why landscape degradation may be occurring within our social-ecological system. In our example, we extend our thinking on the causes by considering why does the peat soil dry out? Peat soil dries out because farmers are lowering groundwater levels. Farmers do this to enable use of fields for cattle, in order for them to make a financial income. Extending the downstream consequences, the higher water table results in farmers needing to further lower the water table. This leads to increasing flood risk and the risk of collapsing infrastructure. Play around with the combinations of factors, add new ones if needed, merge factors, and play with how you think the factors may interact. Do this until you think you have captured the core narrative of why the social-ecological system currently works like it does. This will be your systems map.